Good evening. This is Orson Welles bringing you another film in this series of great movies of the silent years. Tonight, the producers of this series are bringing you a rare treat. The only comedy, at least the only full-length comedy, ever directed by the master, D.W. Griffith, and starring that great man himself, W.C. Fields. And who do you think plays the romantic juvenile? Promising young fellow named Alfred Lunt. The movie is Sally of the Sawdust. Sally herself is Carol Dempster, a Griffith favorite, as you may gather, as you notice how long and lovingly the camera lingers over her at the slightest excuse. The star role is a circus barker named Eustace McGargle, filled to overflowing by Bill Fields, performing in his first silent feature. Bill Fields. My father called him Bill, and in his last years, his latest friends, and I was proud to be of that number, used to call him Uncle Claude. He called us a number of things. And he called himself a number of things. As a screenwriter, he used various names, all of an extraordinary degree of fantasy. And for the bank dick, the nom de plume which he used to cover his tracks as a screenwriter was, in fact, a Fieldsian in-joke addressed to me. It goes like this. I used to do magic for Uncle Claude sometimes. He loved and loathed a bit of conjurer's finger-flinging on occasion. And whenever this would happen, he would address me as the great Mahatma. What has the Mahatma got for us tonight, he would say, as I'd bring out a deck of cards. All right, you've got that. I was called Mahatma. And about the same time, I introduced Uncle Claude to the writings of a supreme humorist, the supreme humorist, P.G. Wodehouse. It was one of Fields' best-kept secrets that he was a great and omnivorous reader, a man of extraordinarily wide culture. He kept that secret as carefully as he kept the secret of all his numbered bank accounts. But he did read. He'd been through Dickens, all of Dickens, about 30 times. And he loved Wodehouse after I brought this extraordinary writer to his attention. And of course, Wodehouse's most famous character is Jeeves. Now, do I seem to have been rambling? Well, it all has a certain point. On the screen in the bank dick, you will notice that the screenplay is by somebody called Mahatma Cain Jeeves. I'm still very pleased by that. Well, now it's time for Sally of the Sawdust. As I remember, it's rather flawed from a purely Fieldsian point of view by a certain strain of sentiment for which we can thank or blame D.W. Griffith, I suppose. Certainly from the Fieldsian point of view, sentiment should be a total stranger to anything within striking distance. And in the great vehicles which Fields was responsible for in the succeeding years of talking pictures, he was presented unfailingly as a hero who kicked little babies out of sheer reflex, as the man whose proud boast was that any man who hated little children and dogs couldn't be all bad. As I say, I seem to remember that there's a certain odd moment of sweetness in this film. We'll forgive it. I know you're looking forward to seeing it as much as I am. So, the treasure, Sally of the Sawdust.